Decatur, Alabama. This man, Kevin Penn, owns Star Spirits and Beverages in the city. You can see him here in his store on camera. Per local media, one person tried to steal from Penn's store. Thus, Penn, 47, detained the thief and held him at gunpoint until police arrived. You can see in the surveillance video Penn having a conversation. Local media did report that he signaled for police to enter and that he removed the clip from the firearm. Police enter, clearly think they have the right guy, and sock Penn in the face. They violently detain him. A third officer joins the fray, all bear hugging him, forcing him to the ground, throwing their bodies on top of him, and placing him in cuffs. Although this incident took place 2 years ago, Penn filed a federal lawsuit recently against the city of Decatur and the Decatur Police Department. Here's what we know. The facts of the case state someone tried to steal from Penn's store when Penn detained the thief at gunpoint until the police arrived. Upon arrival, Penn waved officers inside, removed the clip from the gun, and put the firearm on the counter. They then took Penn into custody. Court records show officers, including Officer Justin Rippin, approached Penn with their weapons drawn. After going back and forth, yelling about Penn's gun on the counter, Penn told police he was going to file a complaint. The case states Rippin then moved past two other officers and punched Penn in the face, breaking his jaw and causing him to lose a tooth. Penn was arrested for obstructing governmental operations. In a lawsuit filed in the Northern District of Alabama, Penn alleges he was the victim of intentional police abuse and not merely the victim of mistaken identity, as Decatur police have stated previously, and further alleges a history of abuse within the department that is ignored and sometimes even sanctioned by superiors and city officials. After officers secured the accused thief, who was lying just inside the front door of the store, video shows them approach Penn and begin shouting. Penn shouts back, then Officer Rippin rushes forward and punches him. The lawsuit also claims that several officers in the store that night, including Rippin, knew Penn and knew he was the store owner. The lawsuit said Penn had filed a previous complaint against Decatur police for an alleged unlawful stop and illegal search. The lawsuit also accuses Decatur police of routine instances of harassment against citizens who file complaints, terming such actions as pop charges or piss of police charges.
Checking for an aggressive white female, unknown weapons, wearing a white shirt, blue jeans, making threats to harm herself. Right now you can have to enter on the 17th Street side, 1850, 4425.
Show me today one more closing call.
Esa misma es. ¿Pero qué? ¿Qué estás esperando? ¿Tú eres un sargento? Ok, yo tengo mi sargento. All right? Okay?
This is Samuel Scott Jr., who is wrongfully detained and arrested after he himself called Miami PD.
Put your hands behind your back, Put your hands behind your back,
4322.
I'm being arrested.
Detain right now.
Why am I being arrested?
I'm going to explain to you in a minute.
4221, right?
Just come with us. Where's your ID?
Right there.
You're going to take all your stuff? We can't take this? This?
Can you, right. What about my kids? I mean, I literally, I went over there to see my kids and everything. My kids are...
Where are your kids?
I was with them.
Where are they?
Over there at what's
You guys in handcuffs, so you got the cops all taser out.
What? I've been over there since, what? I want to say at least 5:30, 6 o'clock. I actually walked back over here.
You have two IDs?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Well, one is an ID and one is a driver's license.
Okay.
All right. Are you going to take me to see my kids or something, or am I going to...
Listen to me. You've been detained. Okay, we'll get the story put together. I'll let you know
Look,
what's
he's
up.
so trigger happy, he's got his hand on his taser.
You mind if I sit in your cars?
I really don't know
It's a bigger space.
what I did.
I really don't care, but...
Okay.
Alright, listen. I'm gonna read you your rights real quick. Alright?
I'm telling you guys got the wrong guy. I can confirm where I was, and I can even confirm my activities. I recently logged off of the VPN at my job.
Okay. At what time?
Roughly before I came over here, before I called you guys. But I'm telling you, you guys got the wrong guy.
Okay. The description of the car of the guy that took off from your car is just like yours.
But that's half of Miami, bald-headed with a beard. Even if he had dreads, it's dreads with a beard. But then that's It's not fair. I mean, like I said, my kids, I called because my car got stolen.
So they place him in a SWAT car and question him.
My kids are over there. They don't even know what's going on.
So what time was your car stolen?
I told you, probably around about 5. I didn't pay attention to the time. I really just jumped out of the car to go see. That's it. If you want, like I said, we can go. Like, I had my kids and stuff like that, dropped them off, came over to say hi. And I went, I mean, I don't know what happened. I mean, like I said, I know the people that stay across there, over here, all over the place. I don't know what happened. My car just, somebody jumped in, drove off. And I'm sorry, but I'm telling you, I didn't do it. I mean, literally, I mean, why would I call the police? I mean, I called because my car is stolen. I mean, how me and my kids are going to get home? My pillow, my work ID, my work stuff, all of that stuff is in there. Why would I? That's why I'm like, why am I in handcuffs? If I'm calling them and I'm...
Just give me a second. You never been arrested before?
No.
Sure about that?
Yeah. Never been arrested. Ex-military, never been arrested.
What's the last four of your social?
He really asked, are you sure about that? The hell? Scott is now suing the Miami PD. Here's why. This video just came to light after more than 3 years. Scott's 2006 black Jeep Compass was stolen from outside his aunt's house in Buena Vista. Roughly half an hour after making a 911 call, Scott was taken away in handcuffs by the Miami Police Department officers he had called to report the theft and help get his car back. Why? Officers believe Scott was the perpetrator of the crime, not the victim, wrote the Miami New Times' Alex DeLuca. I'm telling you, you guys have the wrong guy. Scott, a black man wearing a dark-colored shirt over a white undershirt at the time, can be seen telling an officer in a body-worn cam footage obtained by the outlet. The description of the guy who took off in your car is just like yours, the officer responds. But that's half of Miami, Scott says. A few minutes later, Scott laughs to himself. I mean, why would I call the police? Scott was charged with leaving the scene of an accident, false reporting of a crime, failure to carry a concealed weapon license, and possession of marijuana, charges that were eventually dropped by the Miami-Dade State Attorney.